Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I achieve this beautiful golden glitter look, stay tuned. All right, per usual, I have that first eye done. We're gonna go ahead and try to copy it on the other side. Y'all know I'm the cut crease queen, so let's cut it diva style, okay? We're gonna start with this nice neutral nude, and I'm gonna go ahead and begin blending it as my transition shade. So I'm just gonna take it and build that color up and take it almost all the way up to my brow, but not quite. Giving a nice plain base for a transition. It helps with the other shadows that you're going to add because you always need a good base to start with. So it just helps everything blend a little bit better. So even though you can't really see it, I promise that shadow makes a difference. I'm going to be staying in one palette for this look, in my Makeup Revolution palette. So I'm going to go from that nude to a nice deep chocolate brown, and I'm going to start working that into my crease. I'm using a more fluffy brush because it just gives me less control of where we're putting the product. That way it blends a little bit easier. And then so we're just going to blend everything together. As you see, that gradient is starting to happen. That smoke is starting to appear. So that's exactly what we're looking for. So this video is not sped up in any way, it's real time. So you see I'm really just going back and forth and taking my time to get that good pigment payoff that I want. I really want to focus on my crease and make sure I'm building that color up. Since we're using a glitter lid, it's very important that I have that shadow as a good back. Again, staying in the same palette, I'm gonna go in with that black. You see I changed my brush. This one gives me more control of where I'm putting the shadow. That way I can go ahead and work that black right on top of that brown. And I know where I'm putting it because I have more control with this brush. So I'm able to just work them in and then blend them together. So I'm gonna go back and forth between that black and that brown until everything is blended seamlessly with no harsh lines. Still working it in, back and forth, back and forth. I'm making sure I got that color payoff that I want. I'm also making sure that everything is matching the other side. I'm not really worried about how far I bring that black down because we are obviously going to cut the crease, but I just need it down enough, just, you know, I have enough room to cut it and you still see that black and that brown good ombre going on. So I'm going to cut my crease with my concealer, and look at this swoop. Look at this swoop, y'all. What? Don't play with me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. One swoop. And look at me. I was shocked myself. Like, how did I do that in one swoop, baby? Impressive. From there, I'm just going to blend everything in. Again, you got to make sure you have a good base. I'm not really worried about this base being too solid because I'm not putting any shadow on top of it. So this base will be a little bit splotchy, but it's just using as a guide. It's a guide for me to help where to put that glitter without going out of my shape of my cut crease. So I'm sitting outside recording this voiceover, y'all, and people are honking at me, so my bad. But hey neighbors, thank you, but mama's working, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and take a very thin brush, and I'm just gonna work that black back and forth right on the outside of that crease because I just wanna make sure I'm getting a good color payoff, because once you cut the crease, you obviously lost a lot of the color of the shadow. Y'all, but anyway, so you just gotta make sure that you're working that color back in, so it's not lost once you add that glitter, because the glitter obviously will be the focal point. But as you see on my other eye, you needed that dark shadow to contrast with that glitter to make that glitter really pop. And it's glitter time, y'all. Using this method when you're adding your glitter, I promise you that glitter is not going to move. I'm recording this voiceover the next day and I still have some glitter on my face that I can't get off, okay? But you're going to just go ahead and take that duo clear glue, and we are just going to go ahead and map out the shade of our cut crease. Look at that glitter, y'all. Oh my God. Obsessed. I got this glitter from Amazon. If you type in like glitter deposits or nail glitter, makeup glitter, you'll probably see it. They have a whole bunch of them, and I bought a lot. Oh, y'all. But I bought a lot, so be prepared for some glitter looks. But we're just gonna go ahead and map out that cut crease, and we're just gonna take a loose little brush and just go ahead and tap it on. Don't rub, tap, because you're trying to get a good payoff. Now you see me right here, I am making a line with the glue, and I am leaving that space because that is where I am going to actually put my eyeliner. And I'm not going to put any glitter there because then we're going to have to just draw our eyeliner on top of glitter. It becomes a mess and it's very unnecessary. So you see me again. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm not doing the whole lid at once. You just kind of do section by section, because if you don't, then the glue will dry before you have time to actually apply that glitter, and it won't stick as well. So you see I'm making sure that that cut crease is going down the same way it did on the other side, because I need them to be at least fraternal twins, okay? But I don't need them to be sisters. I need them to be somewhat alike. So again, I'm just taking that glitter and we're just going to pat, pat, pat until we fill out that circle. So I am getting close to the mirror and making sure I'm not missing any spaces and there's no like holes in between the glitter. I want it to be very solid. And y'all, when I tell you this look lasted for hours, I actually went to work with this look, worked like 5 hours, and then I went out and had fun and partied another 5 hours after that, and the glitter stayed on the entire time, baby. So follow my techniques, y'all. I got it, I'm telling you. But okay, then I'm gonna go ahead with my eyeliner. I'm using my Precise pen, of course. And I'm just going to go ahead and outline right where I stopped that glitter is where I'm going to make my first line. And then we're just going to take that wing, make a little triangle at the end, and then fill it in. Do y'all see how this glitter is dancing in the light though? Oh my gosh. See, this is the type of glitter I like to use. I want you to know that I use glitter. That's why I did it, so I could be extra. Y'all, I was watching Maury and he was not the father, y'all. I was shook. Do y'all see that look on my face? I was shooketh, baby, okay? Anyway, I'm making sure my lines are matching. Touch up the line on the other side because I saw a little hole there. But I'm making sure my my wing is going up the same length, the same width, because I need them to match. Because look at that look down. Look at that look down. Precise. So that's... girl, she running behind the stage. Why do y'all run off the stage on Maury? I never understood that. You know they gonna follow you, right? Just give the cameraman an exercise. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and take this lash glue and we are going to put it on our band as well as our lash line, like I always do, because that as well keeps the eyelash stuck throughout the day. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna wait for them to both be tacky to the touch, so a little sticky when you touch them. That's how you know your lash is ready to apply. But while the glue is dry on your lash line, go ahead and apply your mascara so they dry upwards and in place so you don't see them in between your falsies. And then just get ready to go ahead and add your lash. Here I just took a big brush and that had no product on it, and I went on ahead and just swiped off all that excess glitter that I had on my face. Y'all, I'm feeling this look, y'all. Oh my god. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply this lash. Keep your eyes shut is the best way I can recommend it. And then go ahead and make sure that lash is straight, looking in your other eye that is open, and make sure everything is just laying straight. And then go ahead and push that false lash upward. That way you see the full dramatic of your lash. Like, oh my god. Obsessed. But I'm gonna go ahead back into my palette and I'm gonna take that black and I'm just gonna run it across my bottom lash line. I don't like mascara on my bottom lash line, so we don't. But going ahead and taking a dark shadow and running it across your bottom lash line gives the same illusion as if you put mascara on your bottom lash line. It opens your eyes just the same. So that's my little trick for doing it. Because look, the look is just complete, y'all. It's just, oh my god. Look at the glitter, y'all. It's so pretty. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that lip gloss that was on my lips and take my loose powder and go ahead and tap it on my lips one time just to give everything something to adhere to. I couldn't find it, but there we go. We'll give it something to adhere, so we're just going to tap a little thin layer on it, and then I'm going to go in with my lip pencil, my NYX matte. Y'all know I love this lip pencil. So we're going to go ahead in the shade Vintage and go ahead and line my lips. I am blessed with some licious lips, child, so I don't have to overline, thank God, because I could barely line these babies, baby, honey. Because my top lip, that little cupid spot right there, it be giving me a run for my money sometimes, but today we was rolling right with it. It was a good vibe. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure everything is filled in, and then I also want to make sure that that lip pencil is, you know, thick, has a thick enough line surrounding my lips before I add my lipstick, because that's the ombre effect that we get when we blend everything together. Next, I'm going to come in with my lipstick, and I am going to focus that lipstick just on the inner section of my lips, and then blend everything together so I get that nice pout, that nice ombre effect, y'all. And boom, we're done. All right, y'all, this is the finished look. I am obsessed. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you next time.